Hey, hey. Okay, I guess I'm live now. I think I started before the countdown was finished. Okay, what do y'all think about these dark lips? I tried to do an ombre lip with two different colors, and one was too dark for the other one to really show up. And I kept playing with it, and I added a little gloss, and then I was like, you know what? It's late. I'm done. I'm not going to worry about it. That's not what this live is all about. So, you go to the nail salon to get a pedicure, and they scrub the dog out of your feet. And y'all, one time they came at with me, the first time they came at me with that thing that looked like a cheese grater, I was like, what is this thing? This literally is a cheese grater. Okay, it was not a cheese grater. It just looked like one, and it probably felt like one. But I found something not like that. It was more the old school way, and I found them at Sally's Beauty Supply, and I got it, and I loved it. So then I bought some from my friends at work, and they loved them. So I bought one for my daughter, and she loved it. And I probably should go back and buy some for some other people, because it's one of those things that it's so cheap, so inexpensive, I should say, that why not? Especially when it comes Christmas time and you need a stocking stuffer. So I'll just show you. This is Mr. Pumice, and it has two different coarsenesses. That's not a word. The lighter side is less coarse. The darker side is more coarse. And so I guess you would use whatever you need. Or if you took the theory of an emery board, you would start out with the really coarse side. And then after you got the big scrubbing done, flip over to the less coarse side. I think it's a medium and a heavy. But you can get this at Sally for like $3. And then they have some that are smaller, little bit smaller, just a little bit smaller, and they're just one all over. It's like, and you can buy different coarsenesses. It's not a word. But I love these because if you're like me, especially in the wintertime, you're not going to go get a pedicure as frequently as you would when your toenails are showing. And you just let your feet get in really bad shape. Because your feet get in really bad shape when you're wearing sandals and flip-flops, and then wintertime hits, cool weather hits, and you stop working on them because they're covered up. And then by the time it gets around to being time to show them again, you're in need of heavy duty. And if you're like me, you really can't stand much of them scrubbing on your feet at the nail salon. I feel like I'm just going to come out of the chair or kick them in the teeth, which is probably not the best thing to do. So I work my feet over, especially my heels, with Mr. Pumice. And you can do it with soap on there or shampoo on there, or something with a little bit of tea tree oil in there for antibacterial purposes, and that will get you ready. And then when you go to the nail salon, they don't have that much work to do, and you don't have to feel the need to kick them in the teeth. So, and then after you've scrubbed your feet like that, get out of the shower, the bath, whatever, then pop on some 40 Cure Cream and you are good to go. So this has Faraha seed, Tamanu seed oil, which is from the Faraha tree, the Faraha fruit, and lavender and sweet orange oil. It hydrates, it heals. It works on scars. It works on stretch marks. This stuff is a dream, but I love putting this on my hands at night before I go to bed. Number one, because it nourishes them and it hydrates them. But I'm not big on scent and I'm not big on lavender, but there's something about this combination that really is soothing to me. And I mean, I'll be out like a light. Now, maybe I would be out like a light anyway, but at least it's pleasant smelling this. You know, there's a lot of stuff where if I'm smelling it, I gotta go wash it off or I can't sleep. This is not one of those things. This is not one of those things. And yes, this is Lime Life by Alcone. And let me just tell you a little something about Lime Life. I got a little extra excitement today. So on the first Monday of the month, or the first day of the month, if the first day of the month or the first Monday of the month, if the first falls on the weekend, we will have a live video in our corporate page. And we'll get emails with all the recognition. So top sellers, top recruiters, top 5 products for the previous month, top 5 selling states or provinces based on whether you're Canada or the US. That's in the North American group page, corporate page. The others would have their own. But they went live today and they gave all this stuff, and I did not get to finish watching the video because I had other things I was doing. And so I was watching it in bits and pieces, and then all of a sudden I started getting all these messages saying, check your email, check your email. Congratulations, you won. And I'm like, and these were people I knew, so I knew it wasn't a scam. But I'm like, what are they talking about? And then they're like, you won the drawing. I'm like, what drawing? Well, okay. So I went and I started investigating. So I went back to the video and impatiently tried to watch the video, and I would fast forward about 10 seconds, until it finally got, and then my light bulb finally came on and was like, oh my goodness. For January, we had a thing going on where we've always got some kind of a thing going on with incentives and stuff. But for January, it was big. Because, you know, January is known to be a slow month in sales. Except for with Lime Life. I think we sold ourselves short on what January was going to be for us this year. So anyway, they had a challenge going on that if you sold a certain amount, then for every $100, you would get an entry into a drawing. And I met that and exceeded that. And so for every $100 I was going to get. So my name went in the drawing several times, thankfully. And more than I expected, but it did. And then they were going to do 20 drawings. Was it 19 drawings for $1,000 or 20 drawings for $1,000 and then one grand prize of $5,000? So it was 20 for $1,000 and one for $5,000. So, and I'd forgotten about the $5,000. And so I went and I started watching. And finally, at the very end of this video, they got down to doing the drawing or announcing the drawing results for the $1,000 and the $5,000. And I won $1,000. So, I'm so excited, I don't know what to do. I celebrated with eating M&Ms, caramel M&Ms, past my intermittent fasting window, and just ate like an idiot. And so now I'm kind of like coming down off that sugar high. And I can't hardly function. But I'm so excited that I have, in my head, I have spent this $1,000 1,000 different ways. You know, taxes, rent, stuff that I need, a trip to a training, a trip to the beach, a trip to the corporate conference, Palooza, in July. I just do not know. I just do not know. So it's very exciting, and it's one of those things where it tells me I need to be sharing this opportunity with other people, because there's money to be made, there's friends to be made, there's community to be made just with being a part of this organization. Even if you don't like go full on, because I wasn't serious, I got in it for a discount. If you don't go full on, there's still all that to be made. And then when you get serious, it's like, wow, this could really be something. And then when something like this comes along and they just throw your name into a drawing, you don't even have to do anything but do what you do every day. And you don't have to like submit anything or fill out a form or go to this website or anything. None of that. Just do what you do and they'll take care of it. And then they draw your name and you win $1,000. I mean, who can't use $1,000? If you don't need $1,000, I need you to buy this 40 Cure Cream here. No, I'm kidding. But it's, it's that kind of an organization. And there's friendships to be made. There's encouragement. There's support. And every walk of life is covered. There is somebody in this organization that's going through what you're going through or at that point in life where you are, and the camaraderie is unbelievable. And there's it's camaraderie, it's compassion, there's no competition. I mean, we have little friendly encouragements, incentives, and all that, but it's never for a dog eat dog try to outsell somebody. Never. In my 2+ years, there's never been anything like that. It is not a competition, because there's plenty for everybody. There's plenty of faces on the face of this earth for everybody to have a community. So, I'm going to recap and I'm going to get off here. Mr. Pumice, to get your feet in good enough shape to go to the nail salon and not feel the need to jump out of the chair or kick somebody in the teeth. Follow it up with 40 Cure Cream to get them nice and soft and keep them that way. And smell very nice at the same time. And then it's good for your entire body. I know some women that their faces are dry as a desert. This has fixed it. They have rosacea. This has fixed it. They have psoriasis in their hair, on their scalp. This has fixed it. So the 40 Cure Cream will fix 40 plus things. Or, I mean, that's just a name. It's not like it's really going to fix 40 things, because it truly doesn't heal things. It just relieves things, because it is not a medicine, but it is grand. So, Mr. Pumice for your feet, 40 Cure Cream for your feet, your hands, your body, your face. And how could you best use $1,000? Good night. Thanks for watching. Day 37 in the books. I'll be back tomorrow. Good night.